Hello, this is Don White, Superintendent of the Troy School District, and this is the board brief for the April 16th, 2014 Board of Education meeting. The board brief is intended to be just an overview of the topics that will be discussed. It's certainly not an in-depth analysis of any particular topic, and I just wanted to provide information about the listing of topics that will or may be discussed at the upcoming Board of Education meeting. These board briefs are available on my website at donwhite.troy30c.org, or you can do a search for Dr. Don White on YouTube. First up will be the Committee of the Whole meeting. Committee of the Whole meeting will begin at 5:30 p.m. in the district office. First, we start with our typical agenda review, and the only topic we have for this month for the Committee of the Whole is the PMA financial report and the bonds discussion. We'll have representatives from PMA available for the board, and they will present the financial planning report as well as some options for the board to consider in regards to outstanding debt. After that, we will need a closed session. Hopefully we'll get that in during the Committee of the Whole so that we won't need to do that during the regular board meeting. Then we move into the regular Board of Education meeting at 7 p.m. in the boardroom in the district office. Start with the Pledge of Allegiance, typical kinds of things for this time of the year. Have a roll call and establishment of quorum. They review the agenda in case there's any changes. Then we have the forum where we will recognize the state bowling qualifiers and the students of the month. We have a principal report. Kristen Copes, the principal from Troy Hofer Elementary School, will be at the board meeting just to present an overview of the kinds of things that are happening inside of her building. And we have the district office quick reports, typical kinds of consent agenda items. As I said earlier, we will need a closed session during the evening, but hopefully we'll have that done during the Committee of the Whole. Action items, we have a resignation, we have one retirement for the board to consider, we have one appointment for the board to consider. Then only two action items outside of those already mentioned. We have approval of the actuarial firm for the district. We're recommending that we stay with the current actuarial firm, and we did a bid process for this, so we're confident that we're getting our best price and getting the services that the district needs. Then the last action item will be approval of a resolution to include compensation paid under IRS Code Section 125. That's actually something that came out of an audit that we recently had. We had our first audit ever for IMRF for the district, and we came through with high remarks. We have a couple things that we need to address, so we're taking care of those, and this happens to be one of those items. And then we have informational and discussion topics for the board. As I said earlier, we do need a closed session. We always put a closed session at the end of the regular meeting just in case we need it, but hopefully that'll be done by this point. And then this month we actually adjourn sine die. This is so that the board can enter into a reorganization meeting. This is where they elect annually officers, president, vice president, and secretary of the board. You can see the agenda. The board president will call the meeting to order, ask for a quorum, and then we go through the process of nominations and then election of the president, vice president, and secretary of the board. Then the Board of Education meeting dates will be set for next year, and then selection of the IASB governing board representative, and then the board will adjourn. That is the board brief for April 16th, 2014.